Hi everyone, welcome to LilybetO Divinity Live. Like my background, I am loving it. Thank you everyone for all the love and support. If you're on my YouTube channel, welcome. If you're on my Instagram, welcome. And if you're on my YouTube channel, subscribe. And if you're on my Instagram, follow. And if you're on my Instagram, you're going to my YouTube channel, subscribe. So yes, my friends, this is going to be your energy reading for the full moon, the last full moon we're having in 2019. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. And it's going to come to you from a new deck that's called the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. And let me tell you something, people. This full moon is very important. It's in Gemini's. Someone said I was saying Gemini's wrong. I have an accent, if you haven't noticed. So I say a lot of stuff fucked up, but y'all get me. Y'all understand where I'm coming from. So this is a very important full moon because it's on 12/12, which is an activation, a shift that's going to happen. I am going to be doing a video on that hopefully today. A lot of videos to put out for the end of the year, my friends. Yeah, I don't even know. This is not easy. But yes, this is going to be an energy reading for the full moon in Gemini's. If I said Gemini's wrong, I apologize, my Gemini's. And Gemini's, what can we say about Gemini's? It's an air sign, and I always see them as communicators. They're very good with communicating things when they need to people. They are, you know, and they're all about also learning, teaching. A lot of people who I know who are Geminis, they are people who love to learn, and then they love to teach people what they've learned. So I like this horoscope, and I like that this last full moon is in this horoscope. I really do, because at the end of the year, it's about releasing, letting go, not bringing certain things into the following year, and it's a lot about communication. So this full moon, communication is going to be key, my friends. It's going to be key because it's going to, people are going to communicate a lot of stuff that they wanted to communicate for some time, didn't communicate it, and now it's the time, because there's a lot of things that people are going to be releasing and detaching themselves from, okay? Because they don't want to continue the same cycle that they continued in this year or other years that they still hadn't let go of. So yes, friends, this is going to be a very important full moon. There's a lot of activations, a lot of shifts going on, you know, and it's a lot of people are gonna finally start expressing who they truly are. That's why I say communication is key, because a lot of decision makings are also gonna happen. That's gonna form what's going to take place for a lot of people in 2020. Yes, my friends. So I'm going to go into the reading. I'm trying not to make this too long because I have a lot of videos too. I thought it was interesting that this is a new deck. This is my first reading off this deck. I looked a little bit into the book. It's broken down into colors for like every suit, because it's supposed to be like a tarot card, but it's a kind of tarot oracle card deck. So I really like this. I like this deck, and I'm going to be reading the book on it. Not in this reading, but I'm going to start looking more into it, because I really like decks that the colors mean something. So yeah, I really like that. So I may look in the book just for the color. So the first, I thought it was funny that this card came out, which was the throat chakra. This also has the chakras in this deck. And it's like I said, this this full moon is a lot about communication. It's a lot about people expressing who they are, people finally saying what they want to say. Okay, people who have been quiet for a long time, and they're finally speaking their truth, and they're finally getting the courage to change things in their life and to release things in their life that doesn't really serve them, and they know haven't served them for, you know, for a group of people. This may be like for years, it's been things that you have maybe been putting up with, and you're done with it. You're done with it, and you're finally going to speak your truth. And you know, and this, the throat chakra is about that. It's about, you know, sincerity, peace, truth, communication, expression, freedom. I mean, it's like Gemini's, you know, what this moon is all about, this full moon. So know that a lot of you are going to be breaking free from things, and this is beautiful for a lot of you for this full moon, that you're going to be breaking free from things and finally being who you were meant to be. Okay, and then detach. Aren't these cards beautiful? They match my background. Can't make this up, people. So yes, so this is, the color in the back is black, and it's an 11. I like 11s, people. Make a wish, overflow. And for this deck, black, you know, it symbolizes power, authority, potential, protection, questions, unknown, overwhelm, fear, unhappiness. I don't see this as an unhappiness card because it's called detach. And I feel that for a group of you, you guys are going to really be detaching yourself from things that, oh my goodness, you should have had detached yourself from it a long time ago, but you just wasn't ready. And for those of you, also because we're coming in the ending of the year, I feel that this full moon is also about, you know, finally moving forward, taking a look at things, and I've said this in other videos, taking a look at things that have happened in the last couple of months or even years, that things, the same thing have been happening over and over, and finally you're detaching yourself from a way of thinking. For some of you, this is going to be you detaching yourself from, you know, a way of you thinking. Some of you had been maybe during the year sabotaging yourself somewhat because of the way you was thinking, you know, like, let's say negativity, thinking negative over stuff, thinking that things are never going to change. So a lot of you are going to have a big shift with this full moon that's on the 12th, on 12/12, and it's an activation shift that's going to be happening. A lot of things are happening in the planets. I may upload a video onto my Facebook with someone else that speaks better about what's happening with the planets, because this is a very, very important, and you know, activation that's going to happen on the full moon because it's landing on the same day that is the 12/12, and the 12/12 is, the full moon is actually at 12:12 a.m. Eastern time. So those of us who are on Eastern, which I'm on Eastern time, will be feeling this. You will be feeling this. You will be seeing that you will be detaching yourself from, and like out of nowhere, it's almost like a lot of people are going to be like making these decisions out of nowhere, just like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not sabotaging myself anymore. I'm releasing this. I'm releasing this way of thinking. I'm going to start being positive. And a lot of people are going to start also taking better care of their self, okay? After, you know, during this full moon. And my manifestors, you guys know I'm always talking about manifestors because I believe in the law of attraction. Start putting whatever ritual you do. Start doing it now. I'm hoping I get this video out on today. Today's the 11th. If not, I will get this video out on the same day of 12/12, the same day of the full moon. So yes, so, and also you guys have release, which is a 13, reducing that is a 4, foundation. You see, it's like a lot of people are going to finally find the strength to move forward, detach themselves from shit and people who have done nothing for them for many years, not only this year, for months, you know. So there will be people who will be detaching themselves. Some people will be even detaching themselves from their job, okay, because it has not served them. It has not served them, and all it's done for them is drain them, okay. So this is a very good thing, because full moon's all about, letting things go, so you can release a new beginning for yourself. And then after the full moon comes the new moon, which is all about new beginnings. So for those of you who have been working on that and working on yourself and working on releasing things, finally, even some of you may even release bad habits that you may have. Some of you may, have certain ways of thinking, or maybe even could be people who are, like smokers and things like that, or eating badly. A lot of you are going to be releasing all these bad habits going into this full moon and going into the following year. So this is very good, very good. And and it symbolizes, the black border symbolizes power. So a lot of you are going to be taking back your power with this full moon. This full moon is very, very powerful, my friends. Please, 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 if you're manifestors, you believe in the law of attraction, start doing all your rituals that you do. Please sage your home. Sage your home. Take out all that energy, okay, from these past couple of weeks. Take it out. Sage your home from the back of your apartment or house to the front. Open the windows, open the door, and cleanse yourself also. Because if you are a manifester and you're trying to manifest certain things, you want to clear this for yourself. You want to clear your space. You want to clear where you live. I always tell people, get spray sage. It's wonderful because you can spray your car, your workplace, wherever, and it's not smoke. So people, and then of course it will come out for the full moon reading. Third eye chakra. This is black, so it's the same thing. It's a lot of empowerment with this full moon. A lot of people are going to be gaining their power back, and also this is in Sag season that this is happening. I don't see a lot of astrologers saying that, but to me that makes a difference too. Even though the full moon is in Gemini, to me also it does something with the energy, because we're in the Sag season. So in Sag season, Sag is a lot about learning new things. They need to know things, creativity. A lot of Sagittarius are very creative, and I always forget the word, and I never say the word because I always think I'm going to say it wrong. So if I remember it, I'll say it. My daughter is a Sagittarius, and she's always telling me that that's what Sagittarius are. But yeah, they're very, they like to learn, and they're fire. And this is about movement. This is about movement, my friends. Being in Gemini, this is about movement. It's about learning, and it's about, like Sag is exploring new things. So yes, the third eye, your intuition is going to be on point, and very, very on point, and very high. A lot of people's vibration is going to be very high. That's why I say, if you're manifestors, please be careful what you speak. Please be careful what you put out, because it's going to come to you. I'm already seeing me talking about things and then them happening, or some synchronicity, or something that has to do with what I was talking about happening. And I'm like, oh, okay. Let me be careful. Let me be careful. And also this, you guys also have balance. A lot of these cards have black borders. So to me, this is a lot about people gaining their power back. People gaining balance back. Going into the unknown, letting go of fear. Some of you have been fearful of certain things and ways to go. And this is very, very good. This is a very good card for it to come out, because it's this is also about balance, and people finally balancing out things. I think last month was a lot about building the foundation, and a lot of people are still building foundations and building things up for the following month, and for the following year. But a lot of you are going to find the balance that you need with this full moon to be able to succeed in what you want to succeed in for the following year. So then you guys also have believe and succeed. Law of attraction. Isn't it beautiful? Woo! This is 6 to me is a balanced number. So there you go. If you believe it, you can succeed. This is all they're telling people. They're telling people here, if you believe that you are able to succeed in what it is that you want to succeed in, if you put out the right affirmation, the right attitude, not being negative over certain things, my friends, that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. And you will be able to succeed in whatever it is that you want. But you have to believe it. You have to know that you are worthy of having it. And this, this symbolizes, I believe this is violet. I call it purple, but this is like a violet color, the border. And, it symbolizes judgment, fulfillment, peace of mind, balance. Again, balance. Wisdom, patience, trust, removing obstacles, okay? And it's associated with the crown chakra, where it all starts, my friends, okay? So a lot of you are going to have a lot of success. Things are going to start unfolding for you for the month of, for December, for the full moon. I'm just looking at the picture. It's a bow. Oh, that's what I thought it was, like a bow in the front of it. I forgot what you call it. But it's almost like they're going into the light, and it's removing. Things are removing. Things are being removed from their path. This is a very good full moon reading, my friends. And a lot of you are going to be strengthening your bond with people, okay? Strengthening your bond even with yourself. Because this, I like this, and I think she has a child, looks like, in her hand or something. But it's a strengthening bonds, and that's what this is about. This is about things going your way. Things that were out of balance becoming balanced, and things, that were broken, actually them strengthening again. And the orange here means warmth, caring, creativity, again, pleasure, personal power, again. Orange is associated with the sacral chakra. So you see, this is preservation, self-esteem, personal power. This is such a good full moon, my friends, because a lot of you are this could be for a group of you. Please let me know, comment below if this resonates with you. A lot of you have felt in this year like you lost the power. Like you started manifesting, things started going good, and then all of a sudden you felt like you lost the freaking power to everything. And this is letting you know that for this full moon, as long as you stay positive and you don't give up on the hope, and you don't give up on that you're able to manifest these things, and you don't give up on thinking that you don't deserve this or can't do it, things are going to start to change for you, because this is a massive shift, my friends. Careful with what you put out into the universe. Careful with what it is that you are saying that you want to see, because you will see it, and you will see it very, very rapidly. And then move on. This is going to be longer than I thought. This is all about moving on. So you see, detachment, release. It's all about moving on to where you should be. And a lot of you already know what it is you're detaching yourself from, what it is that you're releasing, because you've gotten to the point that you don't want to do it no more. You don't want to do it no more. You don't want to give your energy to that no more. And you shouldn't, because you deserve more. Okay, my friends? So moving on. And then you see how the footprints on the back. And a lot of you are moving on away from certain things and detaching yourself from things. You're never going to look back. That's a good thing. Because it's going to be a cycle that's going to be ending for some of you. And blossom. Last card, blossom. All about blossoming. I like how she has like a whole thing of, it looks like a ball of fire, okay, that she has in her hand. And usually in these cards, when it says blossom, you see like a rose opening up. But I like this because this to me is how fast things are going to go for a lot of people after this full moon. How fast things are going to change for them. You know, how things are going to be blossoming for them. How they're going to finally be taking the lead. They're finally going to be taking, you know, the control over their life. So this is very good. And the communication is going to be crazy for people, okay? And this is, you know, a lot of you are going to finally be moving forward into the right directions. Bravo to those of you who are finally saying, you know what? It's the end of the year. I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm not dealing with anyone no more. That is not for me, because that's what, you know, it is. Your spirit guides, your angels are moving you towards the right direction. So please, people, do not resist the change. Change is good, and that's what the full moons are about. Change and rebirth. So something has to die, something has to end for something to be rebirthed for a new. So a lot of you will be experiencing that. So my friends, this is your energy reading for the full moon. That's on 12/12 at 12:12 a.m. Eastern time. So as always, thank you for all the love and support. Sharing is caring. If you're experiencing any of these things right now, please let me know. Comment below. Love to hear the comments. And you know, if you think that this is something that will help someone, you know, share it out, share it out, share it out. If you're on my YouTube channel, subscribe. If you're on my Facebook, follow. And if you're on my Instagram, follow now. And as always, much love to everyone. And I salute the divinity within all of you. Bye now.